Hello and welcome to Simon's Trading Channel. My name is Simon. It's my daily Bitcoin price action analysis. Happy Thursday to you. Just over the midpoint of the week. And yes, it's kind of the same story. But before I jump straight into the price action, I just want to remind you it's not financial advice. Anyway, I hope you're all well and you've had a good Thursday. I'm doing this relatively late in the day because I've had a busy day. Still coming to you from an undisclosed location somewhere in Wales. And my son and I have had a smashing day. Now, what I was going to do, weekly, just another little check-in on the weekly, because coming into the second part of the week, that weekly candle's starting to look a little less bearish than it obviously was at the beginning of the week. Now, that's not particularly significant at the moment, but it's just food for thought. Coming back down to the 4 hour, which, you get to see most of what's going on really from the 4 hour chart. This trend line's still kind of holding out, and as is the range. Yesterday I talked about a lower time frame move back up to the bottom of this sideways range, with the bottom coming in at sort of 69,000 basically, and Bitcoin has got up there. Now I do wonder if it may peak out there for this upside move, but I don't know. And if I was to zoom in a bit on that price action, you'd be able to see basically what would be the criteria, or what would have to happen for Bitcoin to not continue up on this upward march. Well, you'd want to see a change in character. So much like this move down here, if I just get a drawing tool out. So this is the sideways range I was just referring to, right? And you can see basically it broke down. Oh, I lost my drawing tool. Let's get it back. And then this was the key area, right? Because this was a higher low. Only just, but it was. Followed by a break of the range high, which was here. So this is the very lower time frame range high. So what that equated to, so this was a downtrend, lower lows and lower highs. This was the first etchings of a change in character, so a change from that, but it was in a sideways range. But both the sideways range and the higher low sort of played out when the price action got back above here. And then so far it's effectively been one move up and then one move down, give or take. Now, clearly, continuation would look very good for more upside and take it back into that range, which is from basically 69 to 70. 69 to 71.5. But what wouldn't look so positive would be, instead of this price action on lower time frames, a 15-minute, for example, continuing with higher highs and higher lows, if it does a bit of a sideways jig, and then so setting in a range, and then puts in a lower high, and you get the picture, right? And so if that happened, I think it would then be more likely, and I'm sort of leaning towards this, be more likely that the price comes back down, at least this trend line around 63, and that would sort of make sense then for an assault probably next week now, to be honest, of the low of the range, which is around 59,000. So, that I think is more likely. However, there could well be a move back into this lower time frame range, and if it did that, then Look at that crazy orange line. If it did get back up to these prices, so basically above 69,000, particularly on a 4-hour, then yeah, it probably would be another move up next week to the top of the range rather than a move down to the bottom of the range next week. But, you know, that's all hearsay at the moment. I think it's basically looking like the end of this week, which isn't that far away, particularly on CME. Obviously, CME closes tomorrow. I won't bother deleting all that jazz. Let me just get rid of that silly thing. The end of the week for CME is tomorrow, and then obviously Sunday midnight for Bybit. But I keep coming back to this weekly theorem of mine, which is looks like it's going to be 1 week closer to fruition, and that will be 1, 2, 3, 4 within this range. And will there be another 4, much like this? I don't know, but every week that ticks off while Bitcoin remains in this range means that it's another week closer to 2 months sideways. But having said that, as I've said many times, if that does occur, it's very likely that there will be another bullish impulsive move to the upside. So there you go. What am I on? 7 minutes. I think I'll call it, I'll just summarize, and then look at those lines, crazy lines. So effectively, if Bitcoin closes a 4-hour, if it can close a 4-hour back above 69,000 pretty much, then the most recent downside is probably done for a bit. Only a bit though. But yes, if Bitcoin starts to break down really from where it is at the moment, and definitely starts to close 4-hour candles back below 68,000, or more specifically below 67,000, then yeah, likely that this is going to be a lower high, and therefore continuation down to make a lower low and continue that trend that it's currently in at the moment. All right, take it easy, guys. Do me a favor, if you've enjoyed the video, if you found it useful in any way, shape or form, please like and subscribe. And if you haven't, please don't go back tomorrow, because I'll be doing it all again. Back at base. All right, take care. See you. Bye-bye.